The conversation would then go dark for 3 days until King Von would randomly message K.I. saying, "What's up? When are you gonna let your hair down and put on a tight dress for me? I would risk my life to get some of that." K.I. did not respond to this message. After that message, the two didn't speak to each other for about a week, but then on October 24, 2012, K.I. would announce on Twitter that she would be going to Swisher Sweets, a popular store located in O-Block territory. King Von would reply to this tweet moments later saying, "Don't do that. Today is not the day." K.I. would then respond by saying that she never even sees King Von despite the fact that she's always outside. Von would then say, "I saw you before, right or wrong." K.I. would respond with, "Yeah, but ever since then I feel like you've been hiding because I've been coming through your territory ever since." King Von replies with, "I've been going to Rhodes, but I think when you come over here, I be over here." K.I. ends the conversation with a simple LOL. 2 days later, K.I. would suddenly post a tweet stating that King Von was a goofy who got beat up by her friend FBG Butta just 2 years prior. King Von would see this tweet and soon reply back saying, "And you know the other stuff I did to you guys, right?" To which K.I. would say, "You think you're drilling but you need practice." King Von fires back by denying that he needs drilling practice, in which K.I. responds by saying, "Von is saying too much for Twitter and that Von's friend Sharoid, an O-Block member who was fatally shot a few months prior, knows about her." King Von then laughs at K.I. for saying "on GD, then proceeds to tell her that she can ask her dead friends about him. 3 days later, K.I. would tweet at King Von saying, "I want to meet King Von face to face," in which Von would respond with, "LOL, you don't really want that, Kira." K.I. would then respond with, "See, you don't think I'm tough." 4 days later, K.I. would once again tweet at King Von, saying that she hopes people in O-Block don't actually call Von King Von, and that it's suspect if you do. King Von would respond back by claiming that he earned the name King Von. K.I. responds by bringing up the fact that Von used to get beat up back in the day. Von replied back laughing at the fact that K.I. was even talking about getting beat up, and that if it wasn't for guns, he would be walking up and down their block all day. 6 days later, King Von would make a tweet about K.I. saying that she sounds good on the phone. This would indicate that King Von and K.I. physically talked on the phone with each other and didn't just message each other back and forth on social media. Von would also make a tweet several hours later complaining that K.I. hasn't answered her phone all day. King Von would eventually get arrested on November 20th, 2012 for unlawful use of a weapon by a felon. This arrest led to King Von sitting behind bars for over a year. While behind bars, King Von's sister Kayla B tweeted at K.I. telling her that Von misses her and that she should go and visit him in jail. K.I. responded with LOL, but Kayla B followed up insisting that her brother King Von really wanted to see her. On February 11, 2014, King Von was released from jail, and one of the first things he did following his release was tweet to K.I. saying, "What's up, you don't miss me?" K.I. would quickly respond with, "What's up, when are we linking up?" King Von would then respond by asking why she never came and visited him in jail after allegedly saying she would. K.I. would not reply directly to this tweet, but moments later tweeted, "How does it feel to lose your friend while behind bars?" referring to the death of J Money, one of the top members of O-Block who was fatally shot during Von's incarceration. King Von wouldn't say anything about the tweet, but would later tweet RIP J Money in honor of him. K.I. would soon retweet this as a way of taunting him, to which King Von would quickly compose a tweet discussing Crack and Modell, two STL gang members who unfortunately passed away. While all of this was going on, O-Block was already making plans to avenge J Money after word got out that an STL gang member by the name of Lil B was allegedly responsible for the death of J Money. O-Block was ready for Lil B, but before they could meet face to face, Lil B was fatally shot by the Chicago Police Department in March of 2014 after reportedly pointing a gun at one of the officers. This means that O-Block would not be able to avenge one of their top members and were now looking for the next best thing. On April 10, 2014, K.I. would release a series of tweets regarding her future. The tweets state, "I do what I do because I know God has a day for me. You're nobody until someone kills you. That's just real. I've seen too many of my friends in a casket." Less than 24 hours after posting those tweets online, K.I. and several others were standing outside of a home on the 6400 block of South Eberhard when a man exited the passenger side of a blue Oldsmobile that was parked facing eastbound on the corner of 65th and Eberhard. The man proceeded to walk northbound on Eberhard and quickly began shooting at the group of people standing in front of the house. The suspect would then retreat back to the getaway vehicle and flee the scene going eastbound on 65th Street. 3 individuals were hit during the situation and were immediately rushed to nearby hospitals. The first victim was an unidentified male who got shot in his right foot and survived his injuries. The second victim was rumored to be FBG Butta, the same individual that KI claimed to have beaten up King Von in the past. Butta was shot in the right knee and also survived his injuries. The third and final victim was shot 7 times and passed away from their injuries during surgery at the hospital.